Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Samphorea and today we're going to be playing Neverwinter. So I've just been and sold all my stuff. If you haven't seen the last episode, I suggest you go and watch it so you know what we're doing. Although, to be honest, we're not going to be doing... What's Rage of Demons? We're not going to be doing a quest. He's free from his prison in the Abyss. He's now wreaking havoc in the Underdark, putting into his chaotic rampage before he unleashes hordes of demons upon the world. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but that's another little what do they call it, event thing that's going on. Is it up there? No, I think it's still the snow thing up there. So just before we start, I just went over to the mount area over here and spoke to the Zen lady. And when I loaded it up and clicked on mount, it said that there was a winter wolf that you could get for free. But it said I couldn't buy it because my inventory was full. So I went to this lovely guy over here and I sold some of my stuff. And when I went back to the lady, the winter wolf was gone. So if any of you guys have been able to pick up the winter wolf, or... you know, anything like that, let me know. I haven't had a look in the auction house to see what it looks like or anything yet, see if there's any for sale, which I'm sure there are if they were free. But I couldn't work out why it wasn't there anymore after it just said it was, so... let's just have a quick look, because it's going to bug me if I don't. Okay, mounts. Maybe it binds so you can't. Let's search it. No, I was found. I wasn't seeing things, I promise. I'm not that crazy. So what are we doing today? Well, in the last episode I said we were going to go ahead and do a foundry quest. Now, after speaking to Rix, it seems like he doesn't give Astral Diamond bonuses anymore for foundry quests. What you used to do was you'd go and speak to Rix, and he would say, right, he'd give you it like a mini quest almost. So he would come, you could talk to him and he would say, right, you could click on an option and it would say, right, if you do 3 dungeons or 3 foundry quests, for example, I'll give you 3,000 Astral Diamonds. Now, if you go and speak to him, it's not showing you, but basically all it does is it shows you what bonuses you can get. So rather than having to click on it and take it as like a quest, which is better because sometimes I used to forget to go and speak to Rix before I did like a dungeon and stuff, so I wouldn't get the extras. Basically you get them automatically now, but it doesn't seem like it involves foundry quests, it's just dungeons, skirmishes and PvP. So seeing as we got a dungeon key last time, I thought we could have a look at doing a dungeon, if I could remember. It's been a long time. Homepage. Queue. There we go. So if you go into queue, it will show you available queues and available PvP queues. So all you need to do is join. It tells you how many players you'll need, how many players it will wait until there are together, so to speak. So you can do it, and it's a way of you doing quests with other people and dungeons and skirmishes and things with other people without having to actually go around and, you know, like stand in the middle of Protect Enclave saying I need 3 people for a dungeon. It pardon me, that was a bit gross, sorry. It automatically puts you with a group of other people. So these little things on the side show you that this is a skirmish, this is a skirmish, and the little door is a dungeon. So the level of this dungeon is 19 to 70. As you can see, the skirmishes, the levels that are needed, the level that the skirmish is for are a lot smaller kind of range than the dungeon. But I don't know why that is. Hopefully I think when we go into the dungeon, the mobs scale to what we are, so let's hope. And then obviously there's PvP. So we'll press join, and then it just tells you that you're waiting in a queue. You can press K for some more information. And then when we get in it, it's almost like... this is how they do the events up on the little thing up there, where the Winter Festival one is at the moment. So all that does is, again, put you in a queue and you wait for like 4 other people to also be in the queue, and then you all do it together. But sometimes you can be waiting a long time, sometimes you're not waiting a long time. A lot of it depends on the time of day, because obviously if it's quite early on in the day. Like now for me it's 20 to 12, but I know in the UK the schools have gone back today, so a lot of people who would have been playing won't be playing. So there we go, finally. I was going to say it might take a while. So you can press shift and I think it's 1, and then if everybody accepts, as you can see we've got 3 ticks, it automatically puts you into the dungeon. So we do have our dungeon key. I remembered it to open the quest at the end. Sometimes you do end up joining dungeons halfway through if someone leaves. That's how you can get into a dungeon quicker. The graphics are a bit nuts. I really do apologise. I don't know what is going on. There we go. And yeah, so as you can see, all the monsters are level 25. I don't know. I think if like one of us was a level 70, it would scale it up maybe. But we've all been scaled to a level 25 at the moment. So I have done this. I've done this dungeon before, so I kind of know where we're going. But it doesn't make it much easier, I'll tell you that. So at the moment we need to light these, that's 1. And as you can see, it's automatically put us into a party with 2 other people, Sunny and Helga. So hello. Oh, I had to set that up. And we haven't really taken any damage. This is, again, you know, one of the reasons why I would definitely suggest, if you've got friends playing at the same time, play together. I know when my stepdaughter started playing for a little bit, we actually made 2 characters at the same time and completely leveled them together. And that was really nice because it was a way of us completely playing the game together, and we could always do all the different quests with each other. I wasn't like having to wait for her to level up so then she could come and join me or anything like that. So this thing that's just come up in the middle is basically the loot system. So some of the loot, not all of it, I don't know how it decides what is going to be put into the system and what isn't. I don't know, because some things we can just pick up. But some of the loot goes into the system, and basically you do shift 1, 2 or 3 depending on whether you need, greed or pass it. So because it's not an item that we can actually use, we can't choose need, but we can choose greed. So we'll choose greed this time, and basically what happens is it's kind of like a roll of a dice. Like that's what I call it. It rolls, and then everybody gets a score, and obviously the person with like the highest score gets it. So we got 32 that time, so we got it. So I'm going to pass on this one because I don't want it. Everyone passes anyway. So I think I only got the last one because everyone passed as well. But that's basically how it works. And I think there's a way of turning it off so that you could, you know, if you wanted to just leave it up to everybody grabbing whatever they can grab, you can do that. This is like a nice fair way of doing it to a degree, but I know sometimes if there's quite a lot of stuff, then you can have a whole, like the whole center of your screen can be filled up with just those need, greed, pass things, which can get pretty annoying because you can't see anything. But yes, so basically that's what that is. So we've got some more. Let's use our new left palette. Oh, that's cool. It like fires little snowballs almost. It's not snowballs, but that's what it looks like to me. Okay, we've still got Navi, which is good. I thought I'd lost him then. These guys, everybody, this happened on other characters of mine. Everybody always seems to be able to walk faster than me. Like, that sounds really stupid, but it's like everybody always seems to be, I know I've been a bit chatty and wandering around, but everyone always seems to run faster. Like, my movement speed always is like super slow. And I don't know why. I always train where, like, you know, the boots with movement on and all that jazz, but it doesn't seem to help. Maybe I'm just made to be slow. Okay, so once we've killed everything in here, it should let us through this door. Thank you all. He's already at half health. What have you been doing? Oh, someone healed me. Thank you. So, Sunny is actually the same as me. She's a control wizard. Oh! I'm not 100% sure, you know. Let's have a look. I think she's a... Yeah, Oathbound Paladin, I thought so. So she is a Oathbound Paladin. It's always really good if you're doing it with friends and you all are different classes. To have, like, you know, somebody who's maybe somebody who can take, for example, a healing role, and someone who can take more of an attacking role or a defensive role or a tanking role and things like that, so that you've got a bit of variety in your team, because that just helps. And then you've got, you know, a healer to heal everybody. You've got someone who can take the brunt of the force while, you know, you're picking the little guys off, and it can be very strategic if you kind of let it and play the game that way, basically. And this is the spiders. Oh, I hate these. I like her orb. Her orb looks like Saturn almost. It's like it's got rings around it. That's very cool. She looks a lot cooler than me. Look at that. Now, I always hit this. Oh, this is all we need. There's one where I don't think we necessarily actually have to hit it. I always do. Because, I think it helps later on. I'm not too sure. But I always open it. Okay, so this isn't the end guy. This is just a... Discard. Yes, discard. Yes. Woo! Got more deflection. I should be helping them fight, I know, and I'm terrible. Sorry guys. Such bad teammates sometimes. There we go. There we go, and there's some Seals of the Lion, so we may as well pick those up. Pass on that one. See what's in the chest. They've already gone ahead. Take everything. So there are some groups of people that you'll do dungeons with that just kind of want to speedrun it. They just want to get all the way through and get to the end, which is fine. But I as I've already said, I'm a hoarder, so I will stop and go through like every chest and, you know, every little nook and cranny just to make sure I've got everything. But that's just me. Right. Come on. Ooh, he's really tough, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't have the power to freeze him, but we can throw some cold chill on him. And this is the one that I always open. But I don't know whether I should, because it's like there. But hey-ho. I do it anyway. Oh, competing adventuring party. It's a shame I can't get my wolf out, then I'd be quicker. They're all so much faster than me. Let's take on this one. No one's Marigold. Oh, yeah. Oh no, Margold. He's gone, he's good. Navi is just so good. He's ready for training as well, actually. Which I probably should send him, but he's so much further ahead than any of my other companions that it gets very difficult to swap him out for anybody. Because I've got no one like of a similar level. So what I try and do, which never happens, but I always try, is kind of, if I do have more than one, try and swap them between each other just so that they're kind of leveling up at the same kind of pace. So what I need to do when I'm going back to the normal quests is get one of the lower level ones out that it doesn't, you know, I don't particularly need their help as much, so they can kind of gain experience and level up without me dying because they're not very good. I did get a thing actually that was like 5,000 experience for a companion, but I didn't want to use that until I got either a companion that could go to a higher than level 25. Oh no, get off it! A companion that could go to higher than level 25, so then, you know, one of the later levels it would make it easier to do that. Or a companion that I was definitely going to keep forever. Which Navi may be that companion, I'm just not too sure yet. Like I said, once he gets to level 25, I can actually use, I think it's Zen or Astral Diamond, I can't remember. One of those, to be able to level him up even more. So it like adds a little extra thing on him, and I can keep leveling him. So I can't remember how much that was, and I'm pretty sure it's quite expensive, so I never did it on my Ori account. But I definitely need to start doing more of these, especially every day, so that I can get the bonus Astral Diamonds, because we definitely need them now. Because that's all I used to do. I used to come on in a morning or in an evening when the kids were in bed, depending on if I got up before them or not, and I would just quickly come on, do the daily things, get all the quests from Rick, do the 3 dungeons, do the 3 dungeons, the 2 PvPs and the skirmish and whatever else you want me to do, and then I'd just come off again and just do it again the next day. And that's basically how I got all my Astral Diamonds. But now it's a bit, not more difficult at all, but like I said, it doesn't seem like they give you bonus Astral Diamonds for Foundry quests anymore. And almost having like Ricks and having it as like its own little quest kind of motivated me to do it, because now I just forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do dungeons, or you know, I could get some extra Astral Diamonds today by doing this, but because it doesn't say like in the quest thing on the side, do 3 dungeons, I tend to forget that I can do them. So we're nearing the end now. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so this is the final boss, the giant pirate. So, oh, I'd like to invoke as well, that's a good idea. I figured out that's Control and I. I didn't know that. So there you go, there's another little tip. To invoke, it's Control and I, and it kind of makes perfect sense because it's invoking, so it's I. But I didn't think of that. I couldn't work it out. I watched someone else's video. I've actually been watching a lot of Neverwinter videos recently. Some really good ones as well. I'm going to save my daily power because he is going to bring some friends with him. And if they come closer, then we can kind of take them all out. Now, the people that I am doing this with are really, really good, because I've done this before with people, and oh my goodness, the amount of times. If everybody dies, you go back. If you die, you go back out there and you can't come in. You can't come back in. And if everybody dies, it starts again, and he has his power back to, well, he has his health back to full. And there have been so many times where I have done this, and we have just been like out there constantly because people keep dying, and we just can't do it, and it's like, ugh. But that was really good. So at the end of it, like when we did the Call to Arms things events, we get a little sheet at the end of it that tells you all, you know, who healed the most, who killed the most enemies, who dealt the most pain, who took the most damage, how many deaths, etc, etc, just so you can have a look at your own stats. Why can't we open the chest? A dungeon key. Is it because we're full? Why can't we open it? We have a key. Where's the key gone? There. Why won't it work? This is a daily dungeon. That is super annoying. Why isn't it working? Normally it doesn't matter how long you stand there or anything for, it'll still be sparkly. That is so weird. Super, super annoying. I don't quite know what was happening there. I don't know what that was. Because usually it doesn't matter how long you've had the key for, it should still work. Because if I talk to him...
Dungeon chest.
It'll say I've already got one. See? Let's discard this then. Talk to him. Yeah. How rubbish! We didn't even get to open the chest at the end. Oh. Identify all of this stuff. So this is going to give us more power and more defense. So we'll wear that. And then I got this to open. And some stuff to sell. Oh, look at us. We look a bit more fancy now. So this is where I'm going to end this episode for today. I hope you've enjoyed our look into the dungeons. As you level up, some of the dungeons you can't do anymore because you're too high level, but new ones open, so it's not a problem. Sell some of this stuff. Sell them. Is that everything? I tend to sell these little refinements because they drive me crazy. They just take up so much space. Why not? I want to sell them. I might just discard them because I don't need them anymore. The event's finished. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Maybe in the next one we'll do a foundry quest. I know we're not going to get the extra astral diamonds for it. But we didn't get the astral diamonds because we didn't open the chest. Oh, we did. Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say we got 5,000 for doing that. That was pretty amazing. So yeah, so we're going to probably do a foundry quest. I'm going to try and do another dungeon and I will see if the key works, whether it's just messing up or whether I don't know what's happening. But I'll get onto that and I'll have a look. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you all are having a fabulous week. Stay magical and I will see you all soon. Bye guys!